What's going on, traders? It's Nate here at the Forex University. So I'm actually gonna go over 5 things that's gonna help you grow your small account into a larger account. Step number 1, when you're trading with a small account, risk management still is applicable with your small account. There's no difference when it comes to trading a small account, right? If you have a $500 account, don't trade a lot size and blow your whole account in 2 trades, right? There's a lot of people trying to double their account, or they see some stuff on YouTube and there's an account that went from $1,000 to $10,000 in a week. You see these challenges going on here and there. Just don't do it. If you want to learn how to trade and be consistent in the markets with a small account, use proper risk management. The next part, we're gonna go over psychology. It's all mental. If you're trading this $500 account and you want to get it to $1,000, or maybe you want to pay off your cell phone bill every single month, that is kind of the wrong objective, because you want to really just gain a percentage on your account every single month versus making an X amount of dollars within that account. I know it sounds very subtle, like it's not a big deal, but when it comes to day trading, it's all about percentages, right? So the more you can focus on percentages and gain 5 to 10% month over month, you're gonna do great. I'm gonna show you this really cool tool to get you motivated, to really just show you where compound interest can go when you're compounding your small account and turning it into a bigger account. So if you're liking this video so far, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment below. I do reply to everyone who comments in my video. The third thing, there's an app. So Stinu is an app that's literally gonna tell you what lot size you should be trading based off of your account, right? So if you have $500 and you're trading USD JPY, right, and you're risking 20 pips for your stop loss, then it's gonna pop out and calculate a lot size, and that's what you should be trading, right? You should definitely put in 1 to 2% depending on how aggressive you want, but no more than 1 to 2%. If you're going a little bit over 2%, that's going to be considered risky, right? So if you're noticing that you're trading a little bit over 3%, maybe you're in the 5 to 10% area, then you're definitely in a red alert zone, right? Like that's dangerous. And whoever's been teaching you, or whatever you've been doing in the past, just try to shy away from it. I'm just going to tell you straight up, because it's risky and it's not going to be sustainable. So just get that out of your head. Try to stay conservative and risk 1 to 2%. The other thing is, you definitely want to put money into your account, right? Because your gains are going to be smaller than someone who has a $50,000 account or a $500,000 account. So you definitely want to help give your compound interest a boost, right? So the more money you put into your small account, the better you're going to be able to compound your Forex trading account and get to the next level. So if you have spare change, if you have $10, $20 here or there, and spending money on Starbucks, or spending money eating out, throw it into your trading account, and you'd be surprised how much faster you can compound and grow that account. It's the little things that are going to take you a long way, so just pay attention to that and trust the process. The next part is staying away from distractions, okay? When you have a smaller account, you might be following someone who is a millionaire, or you might know someone who's making $10,000 a month, right? And so the proportion, the scalability of you making those kind of profits is definitely not manageable. It's not really possible, right, with that account. So what I would recommend is just get rid of all of the distractions, okay? And just be in your own lane. If you have a strategy, stick to your own strategy, risk 1 to 2%, and trust that process, right? Get everybody out of your head. Stop focusing on the gurus and how much money they're making, because it's gonna skew your decision-making process when you're entering and scanning the markets. The other thing that I would recommend is listening to the news, okay? So you can be a technical trader or a fundamental trader, but when it comes to the foreign exchange market, a lot of the money that it's moving in and out is billions and billions of dollars from either central banks or big hedge funds that are transacting billions of dollars. That's gonna make the money go up or down. Other things that are incorporated into foreign exchange is like interest rates. So I use fxnews.com to really understand what's going on in the world and get some confirmations of like what's happening with my pairs that I'm looking at. So let's say, for instance, like, you know, the euro, right? They're getting ready to create another stimulus plan, and the vaccine is getting ready to roll out in a week. Well, that's considered a bullish sentiment because people are more optimistic, there's money gonna be floating around, and that's very hopeful for the European Union, okay? So, you know, just pay attention to the news. It's very macro, but when you understand what's going on in the world, you're gonna have a better edge in the foreign exchange market when you're scanning charts. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm actually gonna share my screen with you and share with
Bruh. What?
So what I'm gonna do today is I'm actually gonna share my screen and show you my routine of what I do every single day when I'm in the markets, whether it be reading the news, you know, looking at my compound calculator, whether it be my lot size calculator, everything that I'm doing, I do it every single day. It's systematic, just like a business. You wanna treat your day trading Forex account just like a business, right? Like, why are you looking at the markets at a different time, right? Why are you sleeping in at certain times? Are you reading the news here and there? Are you trying different strategies? Like, right, if you're doing a whole bunch of inconsistent things, then your trading is gonna be inconsistent, okay? So get disciplined, scan the markets at the same time, you know, read the news at the same time, drink your coffee at the same time, and treat your day trading like a business, okay? So I'm gonna show you my screen right now, and if you have any other questions when it comes to my routine, go ahead and comment below, and I'll definitely help you out. All right, guys, let's get straight into it. This is fxstreet.com. This is where I get my Forex news. It's really cool because now you'll have a good idea of what's happening in the world, whether it be interest rates, the Federal Reserve printing money, right? If the banks are actually gonna, you know, raise rates via interest, right? You're gonna have professionals kind of seeing the overall sentiment of major pairs. So it's really cool because you can really dissect what's going on for the week, for the next month or so. I wouldn't take it too literal because when you're looking at the charts, you want to definitely look at price action. If you're a technical trader, you know, look at the technicals. This is just going to give you more ammo to give you a better broad view of what's happening with currencies, okay? The other thing that I use is the correlation, okay? So correlation just gives me more edge in the game because, you know, there are a lot of, you know, pairs that are connected to the Australian dollar. There is a lot of pairs that are connected to the European currency, right? Or the US dollar, right? Or G pairs, right? And so what you want to do is you want to definitely shy away from over trading, because if you have two British pairs that you think is bearish, right, and those two pairs are correlated, so let's say you're in a GJ trade and you decide that you want to get into a GU because it looks bearish as well. Well, instead of having two separate trades, the GJ and GU, they're actually 89.5% correlated, right? So if you lose on one trade, you're more likely to have double losses because the pairs are so correlated, right? So what I tend to do is look for non-correlated pairs if I decide to look for more than one entry for that week, and then I try to stay in the negatives, right? So if it's between -50 and 50%, right, then I know that pair has nothing to do with the pair that I'm looking at, right? So this one right here, this one's -35.7. So Euro JPY and GBP odd is a little bit different. So I can kind of look at the opportunities on both pairs and get into the market with confidence, diversifying my currency pair portfolio. The other thing, this is a really cool tool to just stay motivated and really look after your goals. It's a Forex compounding calculator, okay? So depending on your monthly gains, you can just type in, you know, what your balance is, where you want it to go, and you'll be able to see what's happening in current times with your portfolio, right? So if you're getting 15% month over month and you start out with $1,000 balance, in a year from now, you're going to take that account from 1,000 to $5,000, okay? And that's not including dumping more money into your account, like I was saying, right? Like, you know, if you put $100 in your account every single month, you'll have more ammo for this compound to gain over time, right? So someone has a little bit bigger account, right? Let's say you have $5,000. Let's do a calculation again. You're gonna take that $5,000 account to $26,000 in 1 year, right? So this is really cool because this is a projection based off of your winning percentage, right? If you're doing over 10% month over month, that's extremely good. Anything over that is just like amazing. So, you know, when you have a smaller account and you're more risky, yeah, doubling your account in a month is definitely possible. But you know, when you have $100,000 account, right, the compounding aspect is going to work a lot better for you. So with, let's just do 12%, right? $100,000, 12% month over month in a year, right? This person would take their $100,000 account to $389,597. So in 1 year, you take 100 grand to almost $400,000, just gaining 12% month over month, okay? So this is the power of compounding, right? This is the keyword, compounding, okay? If you guys have any questions about these tools, feel free to, you know, just hit me up or Slack me in the Slack group, and I'll definitely help you set up your routine. But it's really simple, guys. I look at the news, I scan my charts, I see what's going on. So I see that there's a break and retest right here on this pair, right? I'm on the 4 hour. It broke way above this zone that I drew up right here. So let me get rid of this one. And it came back down and it's tapping this zone. So right here, I can definitely see that this is probably a 50% retracement. Yep, so around 50%. And then I should see a continuation back up to the upside, right? So we got that, and then that. So that is my technical, you know, pretty much markup. But if I want some more confirmation or some more ammo or more confidence, then I'm gonna look at the news and see what's going on with the European currencies, okay? So that is essentially why I go in that order. I look at the news, I read the charts, go to my Forex correlation if I see other pairs, right? And then I decide to get into a trade or an opportunity and set it up. If you want to join our free private group, the link is in the description below. It's a Slack group. All you got to do is download the app and then you'll be able to join it and literally just be in our community. It's really fun. There's a lot of people from all over the world, whether it be South Africa, Europe, London. You'll be able to actually meet other people from around the world and make some money. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you are a new viewer, go ahead and subscribe, comment below, and like this video. If you see value in this, I really appreciate it. It means a ton. If you have any questions or any other videos that you would recommend or want to see, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and I'll go ahead and create it for you.